The only video you're gonna need as a hard gainer, the first and last video, this is the goal of this video. I was gonna read through a transcript, but I was like, let me just be authentic and get it off my chest, and whatever's in my mind, I'm gonna let it be. It's not gonna be a perfect video, but here we go. So, as a hard gainer, people are telling you to eat more, just eat more, like it's easy. Just eat, bro. Yeah, if it was that easy, there would be no hard gainers, right? The hard gainers would just eat. We would just eat food and we would magically pop up with muscles, appear with muscles, right? First thing you gotta fix is your strategy, your gym strategy, right? It sounds simple because it is, but a lot of people have a problem when programming their routines, right? So the best routine, we're gonna get straight to the cheddar. The best routine for a hard gainer is the one you can keep. I've said this in the previous video, but I'm gonna give you a tip. I'm gonna give you what I personally did and what personally worked for me. And I'm a hard gainer, and it has worked for hundreds of other people that I've coached in person and online. When followed precisely, is the push-pull leg day. Classical push-pull leg day. Now, with a little twist to it, I wasn't just doing the push-pull leg day in the traditional sense, the traditional bodybuilding sense. How I did the push-pull legs, which gained me muscle, which helped me gain actual muscle and actually stay consistent with it and not get bored with this program, was Mike Mentor ish push-pull leg day. So like a push day would be chest focused, chest, shoulders, and triceps, but I wouldn't do any front raises because when you work your chest, you're working your front delts. Yes, this is a little bit controversial in the fitness community, like, oh, you should train your shoulders separately. Listen, if you're a hard gainer, training, isolating muscles is the last thing you want to focus on. What we want to focus on is hitting mainly compound lifts, and towards the end of the push, pull, or leg day, then we will add some isolating exercises, right? A lot of big common mistake beginners might make is they might start off with a tricep exercise or shoulder exercise and then go to a chest exercise. When you already burn the muscles, the secondary muscles which help the chest push, then your output on your chest exercises will be shiza. They will be shit. So that's a big and common mistake I used to do when I started lifting weights. So what we want to focus on, if you're going to do push day, you're going to focus. There's 3 exercises I recommend. These are the only 3 you actually need. You don't need 5, 6, 7 different chest variation exercises. The main thing your chest does, and the main way to work it is squeezing, okay? Like when you actually squeeze, this is literally probably the only mechanism your chest is doing, right? Like its functionality is when you're squeezing, it just squeezes together. Besides that, when you're pushing, if you touch your chest when you push, you're gonna feel your shoulders, you're gonna feel maybe a little tricep extending. You're not gonna feel your chest. That's why when you're doing, let's say, a bench press, you retract the shoulders back, your scapula is tight, and your chest is up. Because if you're actually pushing how our body is meant to push, like flat, your chest is flat, your back is flat, you're gonna feel your shoulders and triceps. And that's also a big reason why beginners don't see chest gains, and chest is one of the hardest and trickiest muscles to get. So you're gonna start off your push day with these 3 exercises that I'm gonna tell you right now. And before going into hard sets, you're gonna do 2 warm-up sets, a minimum of 2 warm-up sets. You're gonna start with the incline dumbbell or barbell press, depending on which one you're more comfortable with. As for beginners, I would suggest the barbell or the Smith machine. because it's gonna be easier for you just to get used to the motion, right? Just to get that mind to muscle connection. Until you get that muscle to mind connection, do barbell or Smith machine. Then you can go to the dumbbells, and when you're more advanced and you're gonna get a better stretch, it's all gonna fall into place slowly but surely if you follow this routine. So you're gonna start off with an incline, 2 sets warm up minimum. Use about 30% of weight for the first warm up set of your body weight, then 40, and then you can start with 60 to 80% of your body weight for 2 to 3 sets, maximum 3 sets. I recommend 2 hard working sets for each exercise. Okay, so you start off with the incline barbell or Smith machine. Then you're gonna go directly to a fly. Okay, a fly machine. Now, when you do the flies, they're a little bit tricky. They're gonna hit your front delts if you do not retract your back, engage your scapula, and pop your chest out. Because if you're flat, like I said, you're gonna work your shoulders more. But if your chest is popping out, you're gonna feel that chest squeeze. You wanna imagine there's a pencil here and you're trying to squeeze that pencil. This is the motion. The second exercise is gonna be, like I said, a chest fly. It could be a cable chest fly, or it could be a machine chest fly, those machines that are like this already. Or in some gyms, they have the machine where you're already laying down and it's already ready for you, and you follow the machine, right? Just make sure you pop your chest and your shoulders are retracted back and down. You're not gonna do 2 warm-up sets for that because your secondary muscles, your chest is already pumped and warmed up. After the flies, the second exercise, the third exercise is gonna be dips. Not these dips, the full body dips, okay? Now, if you're having trouble doing body weight dips, you can use assistance, okay? Nobody said don't use assistance. All gyms, if not many, at this point, all gyms have assisted dip machines. So you put your legs, you figure out the weight, and you go all the way down. Don't stop halfway, go all the way down. Feel the chest stretching. That's when you go up, and you're not gonna stop here. You're gonna lock out and squeeze your chest. You see that? You come up and squeeze, you go down all the way open, and come up and squeeze, and down again. Each move that I'm telling you now, each exercise, I want you to control the movement. I don't want you to just go through it like a lot of kids and beginners are doing, and I used to do as a hard gainer and a newbie, where you're just pushing the weight. No. This is what bodybuilding is. You're trying to build the body. That's what a mind to muscle connection is. You want to feel the muscle. Every inch, no diddy, stretch. You want to feel it. Dang, you want to squeeze the muscle. We want to focus on the muscle. That's why a lot of people have a hard time gaining muscle, because they're not even focused on the muscle. And if you're having a hard time with this mind to muscle connection, it will come through consistency and through focus. So that's the third exercise. So we have incline press with barbell or Smith machine. Then we have chest fly machine or cables. And thirdly, we have dips. Now, after these 3, now we're going to the isolation exercise for push day. So you're gonna then do lateral raises, okay? You're gonna do lateral raises. If you guys need a video, I can make separate videos for each day, how to do specific exercises. But I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to do these exercises. You can Google them, ChatGPT them, check them out on YouTube. So you do lateral raises. That's gonna be your 4th exercise. After that, now we have worked the chest, the front delts, and the side delts. Now the only thing that's left for the push day is triceps. So, in my opinion, if you follow me, you're gonna see results. So I'm gonna tell you now, you're gonna do a superset, 2 exercises in a row, okay? I'm calling it superset because it's one after the other. So, but you're gonna do 2 exercises nonstop, and then you're gonna rest in between, okay? So you're gonna do the French press, which is usually a dumbbell behind the neck or a cable. You fix the cable machine with the rope behind the neck and you come all the way up. You don't stop here. You twist the wrists and back down. Twist the wrist and back down. Control this movement. You're gonna do, I recommend 6 to 15 reps for isolation exercises, but usually more on the high end with the isolation exercises because they're smaller muscle group and they might need a little bit more work to get, to get focused on. So you're gonna do the French press, and right after, you can do it on the same machine or you can set up another machine. You will do tricep push down. We've all seen these, okay? Boom, bam, boom, bam. You can do a single arm, you can do both arms. I recommend both arms. So you just get going, you finish the workout, don't stay in the gym no longer than an hour. That's even a lot. So, like I said, last 2 exercises back to back. French press and straight to tricep push down. It's called the tricep push down because you're not pushing forward. A lot of people are going like this. No, you're pushing down and squeezing the tricep and flexing it at the bottom and up. That's your push day. The pull day is going to be, again, not a lot of exercises, but we are selecting the best exercises for the best muscle growth. Now, to grow your back muscle, the compound lifts, basically, there are 2 movements to grow your back. It's pulling something from sitting down this angle, and then pulling something either being bent or sitting, okay? It's these 2 moves that are gonna grow your back. That's it, it's that simple. Yes, it's not that complicated like all these fitness gurus are telling you. So in all reality, you could just grow your back doing pull-ups and Australian rows. Now that's if you're into calisthenics, but I'm just giving you an example. Now, you're gonna start off on pull day. Again, the same thing goes for pull day and leg day. The first exercise, you're gonna do 2 warm-up sets to get the blood pumping. Now for reps and sets, they're gonna be in the description down below. I'm gonna keep it simple. I don't wanna make this video too long because it's too many brain rot brains out here, okay? Too many gooner brains. So you're gonna start off, the first exercise is gonna be a lat pull down machine. Simple. Wide grip, as wide as you can. If you feel shoulder impingement, then keep it a little closer, but don't come this close, okay? I want you to be at least shoulder width and a little bit more if you can, okay? The wider, the better. Or our wings, okay? The wings. So, you're gonna do lat pull downs. 2 to 3 sets maximum. You don't need more if you do the exercise correctly. When you're pulling, try to imagine now that the pencil, instead of being on your chest, is in the middle of your back and you want to squeeze it with your shoulder blades, right? This is how you should be pulling when you're doing a lat or a pull-up. So you're squeezing. You're not pulling with your forearms, right? And pulling it down. You're squeezing with your shoulder blades and your back. That's the mind to muscle connection, which, like I said, is gonna build up over time. But try to focus on what I just told you on the lat pull downs. The second exercise is gonna be a row or a pulley machine, as they call it, which is you sit down on the machine, you grab the grip, which is like usually a small close grip equipment thingy handle, and you pull, and your chest is up, out, it's exaggerated, and you pull to your belly button. Okay, pulling to your belly button. All right, now I'm not even gonna get into it, but for now, just pull to your belly button. This is the most important. Pull to your belly button. Pull that weight to your belly button. All right. Third exercise for back day that I recommend would be face pulls. Now, some people might say this is isolated exercise. To me, it's not really an isolated exercise because it's working your traps, and the trapezius is a big muscle, like in it like ends up to almost your mid back, not almost, it ends up to your mid back. So it's a big muscle in a way. It's like a medium muscle, but I consider it like large enough that it's like a compound lift. So the face pulls, you're gonna go to a pull, like where you do the triceps, the tricep row pull down. You're gonna use that machine. You're gonna you can place the height of it either a little above your forehead. That's what I like to use, or either top or almost at the top, but I recommend a little bit above your forehead level or almost to your forehead. You're gonna use the rope again, the rope grip, and you're gonna pull the machine like this to your forehead, or even a little above your forehead if you can. Boom. And you squeeze your back, you squeeze those traps, and you squeeze those shoulder blades. Bam, keep for a second, and back. You stretch it all the way, and boom, and back. Now that's gonna work your full upper back. That's how I blasted my upper back, as a matter of fact. And I have a lot of photos on my Instagram how my back is looking. So obviously what I'm telling you is working. And it's also gonna work it's gonna work a lot. Like it's an amazing exercise also for your rear delts. Like this blew my rear delts. Like now I don't have a pump, but my rear delts are, when they're on the pump, they're amazing. Anyway, that was corny. So that's the third exercise. So far we have lat pull down, we got the row machine, and we have face pulls. You can do, again, what I recommend, because the back is a big muscle group. Right now, you can do these 3 compound lifts. I was gonna add a 4th one, which is 1-arm dumbbell rows, but I would suggest you start doing 1 arm and like isolating one side. I think after you get, you progress a little more and you get to become a little bigger and stronger, then I would recommend you work unilaterally, okay? So for now, we got these 3 exercises. Back extension, very underrated. Back extensions, okay? They're gonna work on your posterior chain. So that's why it's gonna hit a little bit of your hamstrings, but don't worry about that. You're gonna do, and basically the back extensions, don't do them with weight. Do 2 to 3 sets, again, 3 being max, till failure body weight. So you go all the way down and you come straight up. Try now to focus on squeezing your lower back when you're coming up. And hold the first second and down, and coming up, hold the first second and down. Very underrated exercise. A lot of people have lower back problems the older they get. So please add these to the workout routine. Don't be lazy. It's part of your back and it's part of the posterior chain. Very important muscle group. The lower back is keeping the whole back straight up. Okay. So far we have lat pull down machine. We have row machine. We have face pulls. Now we have back extensions. Now that we've done these 4, let's say, main exercises, now we're going to the isolation exercises. We're gonna do 2 only. That's it. We're gonna do again how we did on push day, like a superset style of 2 exercises in a row and then you rest in between. We're gonna do supinated barbell curls, okay? And right after, with dumbbells, you're gonna do hammer curls. That's it. That's simple. 2 to 3 sets max. Okay. Like I said, isolation exercises, do 6 to 15 reps. Feel the burn. If you don't feel any burn or if it's too easy, increase the weight. This goes for all exercises. Now, we're going to leg day. One of my favorite days. A lot of people hate it, but check out my Instagram. Like I said, you will see my legs are pretty good, big, strong, huge. I'm like about 220 or 230 lbs. I'm 100 kilos. So most of my weight is coming from my legs. So I love doing leg day. If I could do leg day every day, I would. So here we go. First exercise would be a variation of a squat. So in this case, we're gonna do a Smith machine barbell squat, okay? don't do free weight barbell squat. I've trained many people, many beginners with the barbell in the beginning, and it was a mess because they would either have a bad back, they would lean too much, they would lean too forward, they would distribute their weight more to their toes, and they would lean even more over. So there's a lot of things. It's a little difficult in the beginning. So I would recommend the Smith machine squat variation. You're gonna start again, 2 sets, warm up, get the knees warmed up, because the knees, you can have problems with the knees, so don't play around with the knees. So we wanna warm up the knees, warm up the quads, blah, 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 blah. Then you're gonna go all the way down. When you squat, make sure you go all the way down. I mean, open your adductors. Like, I want you to sit like you're about to take a shit. This is the proper squat. This is the healthiest squat, and it will work every secondary muscle as well. Because if you squat halfway, okay, you're not working your legs entirely or fully. You're not getting that full range of motion, ROM. So you might have issues later on with your knees, because your knees were meant to bend all the way down and up, not just halfway, especially while they're loaded. So that's why you don't do super heavy squats. You're gonna start off with, like, it has to be a challenging weight, but I want that weight for you to be able to take that weight and go all the way down as much as you can. Your feet are gonna be looking a little bit like a duck. You're gonna go down, all the way up. Control the weight, don't fly up and down. So first is gonna be a squat, Smith machine squat. Second is gonna be Romanian deadlift. Now again, on the Smith machine, that's why it's so simple and easy what I'm telling you. You don't even have to move to another machine, to another exercise. Right after you do the squats, just take out the weight and do the Romanian deadlift. Now, with the Romanian deadlift, be very, very careful. You can easily mess your back up if you go heavy. If you don't go heavy, it's safe. So you're gonna start off with a decent weight that you can manage to do at least 10 to 15 reps. I want you to feel that stretch. Literally, the move is like when you were in, let's say, high school or junior high school, and they told you to touch your toes. Literally, that's the move, but with weight, okay? Second exercise, we're gonna do walking lunges. Now, for the walking lunges, you don't need weights. Your legs are already pre-exhausted from doing just these 2 exercises, these 2 compound exercises, they're very important. So you're gonna go straight to walking lunges, okay? Again, 2 to 3 sets max. The walking lunges, I recommend you doing them, either you time it, you put it for a minute and you're walking around the gym, or you're going back and forth in a straight line, or you do it until it burns and you can't walk and your legs are shaking. That will be a set, okay? Fourth, we're gonna do hamstring curls, okay? So the hamstring curl machine, usually it's while you're on your stomach laying down, and then you curl your legs, or it's sitting. Either or, doesn't matter. We're still working the same muscle. Fifth is gonna be leg extensions, okay? With the leg extension, I want you to fully extend the leg and squeeze. I want you to feel those quads squeeze for a second at the top of the motion, and then down. Control the motion when you're putting your legs back. Control it. Don't just swing back, let the weight pull you back. I want you to control it. That's how we're gonna build the muscle. Okay, that's mind to muscle connection. Muscle to mind connection, whatever the hell. Dyslexic brain. And last but not least, we cannot forget the calves. Okay, calves are very important. I know a lot of people, maybe they're bored of them, but it's a must, okay? It's a must because it's also a muscle group. It's a very important one. It literally keeps you standing and it helps you walk. So you're gonna go on a calf machine. It's either seated calf machine or standing calf machine. Or you can even do body weights. If you wanna do body weight calf raises, you're gonna do them until they burn, okay? 3 sets until they burn. For calves, if you're gonna do body weight, do 3 sets until burnout sets. Each set until you can no longer do the raises, and that's a set. So this is the push-pull leg day, a simple plan I just made for you. I let everything out, whatever was in my mind, literally what I have been doing for years, what I did for myself to gain muscle. I was at 178 pounds and now I'm 220 plus pounds, and I've helped others doing this exact program. This simple program has helped many people gain muscle without confusion, without any jibber jabber, just push pull legs. And also, if you came this far to the video, thank you. Also, the push pull leg day, don't do push pull and legs like literally day after day, like the name goes, push pull legs. Do it push on Monday, pull on Wednesday, and legs on a Friday. Why? Because as a beginner, you're gonna burn your central nervous system if you're pushing too hard and going 3 days in a row, 3 days consistently. If you're training properly and you're training hard, every other day is perfect, and you might even feel exhausted, because it depends on the volume you're doing. This is for another video. If you need any more help for the reps, the sets, specifically the weight, the frequencies, you can message me anytime on Instagram at Boxing Muscle Official. That's my Instagram, because I don't want to be making 1 hour videos. I just want to help you keep it simple, not too long, because I know sometimes videos like this can get boring. Now we're going to talk about phase 2, which is macronutrients and micronutrients. Very important things to know, but very simple. They sound complicated. Macronutrients are basically fats, protein, carbohydrates. The 3 major food groups, okay? Micronutrients are going to be things like magnesium, zinc, potassium, iodine, like these things, vitamins, minerals. So food is very important. Obviously, we need it to survive, and we need it for muscle repair. Very important. When you're a hard gainer, you're going to hear a lot of things such as don't eat carbs, eat a lot of carbs because they're going to bloat you, they're going to help you gain muscle. Don't eat carbs, do keto, do this, do that. The best diet is just like your training strategy. One you can keep, but I'm going to give you a few tips that have helped me personally and have helped others that I train. What I tend to focus on when somebody is skinny, okay, is obviously calorie surplus, is eating, basically consuming more calories than your body burns. That's how you're going to gain muscle technically, right? So the easiest way to get your body to be hungry, because as a hard gainer, obviously people, like I said, are telling you, just eat food, bro, just stuff your face. You cannot just force your body to eat, because that's sick. Then you have it's the opposite of being anorexic. I mean, it's a sickness, you're force feeding yourself, and then that can lead to many other problems, digestive problems and brain fog problems, and et cetera, et cetera. So what I do to my clients, to the people I coach, I tell them to train fasted. And I do this. I happen to do this. I've been intermittent fasting for about 7 to 8 years now going. And I gained the most muscle doing that. Why? Because I'm training while fasted, while using the food and energy from previous day, because I ate a lot after my workouts. So much so the next day, I tell people, train fast. When you train the next day fasted, like I said, you're using food and energy that you consumed yesterday. Your body is not stupid. It's a very smart machine. And when you're fasted, you're also more focused. Just try this out. If you haven't worked out fasted, whether you're a hard gainer or not, try it out and you'll see what I mean. Your workouts are on another level. Like your focus is there. I mean, and you have pure cortisol running through your body because you didn't consume nothing. So cortisol is in there, and that's like your fight or flight response, right? And that's going to help you push even more weight and have a more better and intense workouts, right? So while you're fasting, you're working out, bang, bang, banging those reps. If you work out good and strategically, like I mentioned, After your workout, your body has burned a lot of calories. It has deteriorated because you burned it out, whatever, a lot of energy wasted. You're gonna be starving. And in this time window, when you're starving, that's when you eat clean. You don't eat junk food, you eat clean food. Why? You're gonna say calories a calorie. No, that has been debunked. You cannot compare a packaged food with additives, okay, like cereal, let's say, and it has fake vitamins, fake minerals, to, let's say, a pound of steak or eggs or fish or chicken, right? Once you're in that starving period, post-workout, fasted, then you're gonna be so fucking hungry. What I do is I will make 4 to 6 to 7 to 8 eggs, scrambled eggs. I have a half avocado, sometimes a full avocado. And I might do some sausages, no diddy with it. Or I might do, let's say, some feta cheese. It just depends. This is what I eat, guys, okay? So I will have my clean protein, my clean fats, and I will have my carb after the meal, right after, because I'm starving still, and I have a sweet tooth. And a lot of us, I'm assuming, have a sweet tooth. I make my protein shake. I'll do a scoop and a half, 2 scoops. My shake is a little bit, I put a lot of things in there, but basically, I will just tell you 3 ingredients you can put for your post-workout shake. But I prefer you eat first. You eat the meal I'm telling you. You eat something like clean, like you cook it. Easy to cook. I don't want to hear no excuses. You can buy a air fryer very cheap these days, okay? So you eat, then after your food, you're gonna make a shake, a protein shake. Use your protein. You don't have protein, then you can use cacao, whatever. If you need help for that, you can also DM me for that. So you put the protein, you put a banana or 2, peanut butter. That's about it. That's the simplest thing. I also put creatine. You can also put creatine depending on, how old you are. But if you're a hard gainer, creatine is recommended. One of the most studied supplements and one of the best supplements, not just for your brain, not just for your muscles, but also for your brain. So that's it for the food. Focus on eating clean, okay? Not packaged shit, not sugary shit. If you're gonna eat sugar, eat fruits. Those are healthy carbs that are gonna fuel you and help you with muscle recovery, because fruits are high in amino acids, okay? So is lean meats, so is healthy fats. So keep a balance. For this also, if you need help, you can DM me, because I know it can be complicated, but we shouldn't make it complicated. Don't make it complicated. Just eat clean. There's charts out there on what's clean, and it's very easy to eat simple, okay? Simple is clean, clean and simple. So, and also, those are your macros, your micronutrients. You can have, people recommend multivitamin. I would recommend a good B vitamin and a good multivitamin. There's a few out there. Again, you could do your own research, or you can just personally message me and I could give you supplement stacks and recommendations. But it's not here nor there. Focus on eating clean foods, and I would recommend, as a hard gainer, what has worked for me and others, work out fasted, and after you're gonna be starving, and you should eat like a king after. Treat your body the way you want it to treat you. You want to gain muscle, you want to feel good, not have brain fog, not have acne, have high levels of testosterone, then treat your body like you love it. Simple. Phase 3, track everything you do. It might sound boring, but you know what? The simplest, boringest things are the ones that are gonna give you the best results. It's boring to be disciplined. Nobody said it's hard, but it's boring. You have to fix this mindset. The mindset of if I'm not having fun, or if it's not something new all the time, it's boring and I won't do it. This is the mindset that destroys people, that makes them never be successful. That's the difference between a billionaire and a bum, a poor person, is the mindset, because both have hands, both have a brain, both have legs, God willing. You have the same thing as a billionaire. You just don't have the mindset. You have everything but the mindset. Same goes for gaining muscle. What makes you think it's any different? The mindset follows everywhere, whether it's business, the gym, relationship, lifestyle, it follows you everywhere. It's like your shadow. So journal everything, write down everything, your thoughts, your food, what you're eating, track your food, track your workouts, not just the reps and sets. Also track, how am I feeling before the workout? How am I feeling during the workout? And how do I feel after my workout? Did I feel good today? Did I feel motivated? Why didn't I feel motivated? Why, like you might not, at that particular moment when you're writing these things, when you're journaling, let's say, you might not, you write down how you feel, but you might not be able to decode it at that moment, what those emotions, where they stem from or what they mean. But after, once your brain is in a calm place, you finished your workout, you're home, then you can sit and analyze, wait, why did I feel like shit today in my workout? Maybe it's because, I ate sugar before, or I had a crash, or I didn't sleep well, or my mom said this to me, or this girl said this to me, or because I'm losing motivation because I'm still skinny. I mean, just journal, jot down what you feel. Believe me, trust me, it's going to help you. It's going to help a lot, because self-reflection is the strongest thing and gift you can give to yourself and do for yourself, because you're the only person that knows you truly. Or do you actually know yourself? That's why you're going to journal. You want to see, do I actually know myself? Like, do I believe in myself? Like, why am I like this? Like, why am I weak? Like, where are my weak points? What can I fix? This is the point of journaling, is not just to see the improvements or to see your negatives, but also to focus on them and try to fix these problems. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. But this is why we write these things down, is to improve our mindset. And with improving your mindset, you improve everything around you. It's like this. Some people see the cup half empty. Some people see it half full. Be the person that sees a cup and sees water for what it is. It's just in a cup. Be an observer. Sometimes we have to be observers, and the other half of the time, be optimistic observers. It's half full, because it's actually half full. Everything is a mindset. So I hope you guys found something useful in this. And like I said, any questions regarding fitness, health, please feel free to message me on Instagram, DM me. I reply to all DMs via voice note. I am the realest fitness trainer out there, guaranteed, at Boxing Muscle Official. Hope you enjoyed this video and have a good day.